Good afternoon, citizens of Bakasaki City, and we've just had some more information from Rainbow Six Siege's Pro League tournament, currently out in Montreal, about Operation Para Bellum. So let's just cover the small things first. So we've had a bunch of new chibis launch, which are always great. These guys are just kind of really fun, much more kind of energy than I think the previous set that we had. They're a bit more cheeky, they're a bit more fun, and they're a bit more silly as well. We've also got some new animations and kind of quality of life things as well. So we have a new diffusion animation. I think the guys on the stream said it was just a bit silly and a bit unrealistic to just kind of be smashing away at a box with your gun. So it's kind of fitting with the whole simulation kind of thing. And we also have a new observation tool. So this is going to be really interesting. So we've had a ton of new kind of camera updates. We've got some new camera things. So we've got bulletproof cameras, we've got Maestro's new camera, which we're going to get to shortly, and we've got a new Echo drone as well. So it's kind of just more quality of life stuff, just tidying things up, making things a bit clearer so you know, players can go through the cameras a bit easier and a bit more straightforward. The most interesting thing that we have coming up is Villa. The story behind Villa is the land belongs to the Vinci Guerra, a dangerous crime family known for their smuggling activities. The house is their retreat, where they lead a lavish lifestyle of collecting rare art pieces, and we catch the villa in a snapshot of time. Vinci Guerras are burning documents, transporting their holdings before the big raid, but they've got wind of Operation Para Bellum and fled, leaving everything in disarray with vital information ready for the taking. So it's this beautiful kind of villa, a really interesting map layout. So there are no kind of bomb sites by the window anymore. So there's no more kind of, you know, blowing open a wall, jumping in, planting the bomb, and then just escaping back or having a glass far away to kind of break things down. So that's going to be really interesting and a really interesting map design. There's also a ton more destruction as well, and lots of it is going to be vertical destruction. So from the stream, we saw that there's tons of vertical play of movement, moving up and down between floors, but also all of those floors are all wooden, so they all can be destroyed. Both the new operators have automatic shotguns, and they're going to be able to clear all of those walls and open up great long sight lines to help defend the bomb site from, so they might not even need to be on the bomb site. They can just be far away and just pick you off when they need to. So that's going to be really interesting. Be interesting to see how this plays. And how this fits into ranked. They said that they wanted this map to go straight into ranked. Typically, you have a season wait before the new maps go into ranked. So it should be interesting to see what this looks like, how it plays. There's also going to be a discovery playlist for the first 4 weeks when this launches, so that we can play just this map over and over again. Before, you had to kind of wait for it to appear in casual. Now, you're going to be able to just jump straight in when it launches, play Villa, and get stuck in straight away. And that's great news. Now, we've got some new operators as well. So we have Maestro. We already had his release video last week, so it's really interesting to see him kind of be deployed now. So now we know what his gadget does. His gadget is kind of like Jaeger's ADS, but it's also a camera as well, but it also has shutters in front of it. So first off, it's bulletproof, it's melee proof. The only way you can destroy it is either using explosives or by destroying the surface it's on. Sledge can also come and destroy it as well. But otherwise, it's pretty impervious. What you get in return, it can see through smoke. It's a great camera that everyone can access, but those doors also open up and they can fire a laser that can either destroy opponents' gadgets or they can be used to deal about 5 damage per shot. It's pretty high rate of fire, but the laser can be depleted. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays in with the indestructible cameras that we've also getting, and seeing how that kind of plays into the information game that the defenders now have. He's got a pretty interesting layout. His main gun is an LMG, and because he's a 1-speed 3-armor operator, he's also going to be able to have an ACOG on that as well. So he's going to really be able to, you know, put the firepower out and really hold an anchor on the site. He's also got an AA-12 shotgun, or kind of style shotgun. That's going to be able to just completely open up whole areas. So that's going to be really interesting to see. And we also know that his secondary is going to be a pistol shotgun. So kind of silly, but it'll be really interesting to see how that plays into kind of resculpturing the bomb site. And I think that's the big appeal for a lot of people for Rainbow Six Siege, is that no map ever plays the same twice. We also have Alibi. Now, Alibi is a really interesting operator with a really interesting gadget. She has these prisms. I think she has 3, and she can deploy them at different parts of the map, but there has to be space for them to actually deploy. If you throw them too close to a wall, you know, they won't actually deploy. And they will show a hologram of her using her basic uniform and her basic gear. But there are so many interesting ways that I think this can already play out. You could do the whole Hall of Mirrors thing and like have all 3 in one room, and you can kind of have to work out which one is her, or you can use them to kind of fake spawn points or spawn kills. You can throw her outside and it will kind of detect for the enemy, but they won't be able to tell who it is. So that's going to be really interesting. If the opponent shoot it, their location is immediately revealed as well. So it's a great information gathering tool, but also it kind of goes against your natural instinct in Rainbow Six Sieges. Whenever you see a player that isn't one of your own, you just tap mouse 1 and you want to shoot it. This is going to be really interesting because that kind of changes how we respond, move into points, and move into areas where we know people are, but we don't know who is in there or where they are. She's also got the AA-12 shotgun, as well as a secondary pistol shotgun. We also have her SMG as well. So that's going to be really interesting to see and how that plays out. Her gadget seems to play into the idea of her being very close, probably closer than you really think. And you've got kind of low damage per bullet, but a higher rate of fire. And she's also a 3-speed, 1-armor operator as well. So she can go around the map very quickly, plant her prisms, do her plays, and then move on. They've also introduced some map buffs as well. So we've got one for Clubhouse, and we're going to have more coming out soon. Some are total reworks as well. So they're going to be even changing era and changing look and style as well. That's going to be really important. I think for a lot of maps, especially in ranked, they lose their viability or they get very boring, so these are really crucial going forward. They also revealed a new elite skin as well, which will be Thatcher's elite. He's got a really cool entrance. We actually see his face, and that's really cool. I really like seeing these elites and seeing where they're going with it, and it's always nice to see the face that's underneath the mask as well. So that's it, guys. Those are the kind of big reveals and information that we've just got from the Para Bellum reveal. I'm really excited about it. These are kind of 2 really interesting operators that I think are going to change the meta straight away. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they fit into current team comps and how they're going to fit into the current meta. They're also the most inventive ones I've seen so far. We went through a stage of just constantly getting either crazy OP attackers or just more traps. And it's nice to see it taking a different tact, especially with the new maps and the new kind of quality of life changes as well. So what do you guys think of the new updates? Are you excited to play the map? Which operator do you think kind of suits your playstyle more? Which one are you more excited to play first? Are you going to be jumping into the TTS and giving it a go yourself? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.